Mr. Howard, thanks for your time.
It's very good to be with you, Brian, and thank you very much for inviting me on the program.
It's a pleasure. Look, I just wonder if I could ask you about, well, quite a few issues, really. Could you just give me a minute while I get myself sorted out here?
Yeah, get them in order, Brian, just in your own time. Can I help? What are they?
Well, the Iraq War.
I'd perhaps put that down the end, Brian.
Why, not going so well?
I'm very, very keen to discuss it, Brian. Yes, indeed.
Really, when?
Well, let's see what else you've got that you need discussed, and we'll put them
Telstra sale, the new one?
The T3?
T3, yeah.
I'd be inclined, Brian, to slide that down the back end too.
Do you want to talk about it?
Very, 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 very keen indeed to discuss it, Brian. It's going very well.
So when should we do that, Mr. Howard?
Well, in the context of the other ones, let's see if we can put them in order, Brian.
Well, we've got media ownership legislation.
Except that one, with the possible exception of that one.
You don't want to talk about media legislation?
Well, no. What aspect of it interests you, Brian?
Well, I mean, for example, how do you think it'll go in the bush?
Yes, any other aspects of it that concern you?
How do you think it'll go in the city?
Well, Ryan, I'm very, very, very keen to discuss both those very important issues.
Oh, OK, then, well, that's good. OK, let's start there.
Yeah,
Mr. Howard, if we could...
Brian, let's get through the sorting process first. Have you got any other ones? Have you got any about sport? Got any sports questions?
Well, no, the footy season's finished and the cricket season hasn't started yet, Mr. Howard.
Bugger.
Anyway, you're the Prime Minister. If I wanted to talk about sport with someone, I'd get someone who knew what they were talking about. With all
I
due
beg
respect.
your pardon, Brian.
With all due respect.
I know about sport.
Name the Opals.
Have you got?
What about water, Mr. Howard?
What about it? It's not really my area, Brian.
But isn't the government doing something about water?
No. That's Malcolm Turnbull is, but...
Isn't that government?
Well, he's a private marketeer, Brian.
So not so much about government policy?
Well, I imagine he'll give us a whistle if he needs any work done in that area, Brian.
All right, OK, well, let's go... What about health? We could try health.
Health? No, I wouldn't bother, Brian. I mean...
Education?
Education, we're against it. I'm speaking from memory, but I think we're opposed to...
Oh, David Hicks. Let's talk
very,
about
very
David
happy
Hicks.
to talk.
Yeah?
We need to... Obviously, we're working very, very hard, Brian, to get David Hicks back to this country.
When could we talk about David Hicks?
Well, let's get through these other issues, Brian.
But you said you didn't want to talk about these other things.
I do, Brian. I'm very, very keen to talk about all those issues.
Well, when?
As soon as we get David Hicks back to Australia. David Hicks is an Australian citizen, Brian. We're the government. We need to get him back here.
Well, when will you be getting David Hicks back?
As soon as we chew through these other very, very important matters that you very sensibly raised, Brian, and thank you for so doing. I think I got away with it.